Also tonight, probation departments across Oregon bracing for cuts to jobs and services after lawmakers approved less funding than expected.
K2's Vasily Varlamos is live in Salem tonight, and Vasily, officials warned this could impact public safety.
Yes, a state official told me that many counties will need to prioritize high-risk individuals, meaning low-risk individuals may not get the services they need before entering back into the community. Probation and parole departments across Oregon will have less resources to work with going forward. The departments responsible for supervising nearly 22,000 people after they leave prison are facing job and service cuts after lawmakers approved a budget that was $55 million less than originally requested.
It just limits the type of resources that we normally would have available to us.
Tony Campa, Community Corrections Director in Lincoln County, says the county now must prioritize high-risk offenders. This means there will likely be fewer resources available for low-risk offenders, such as transitional housing, mental health treatment, and stabilization support.
We need to make sure we're putting our limited resources there and recognizing that some lower risk individuals may not receive the same supports and services they have in the past.
Jeremiah Stromberg, Assistant Director of the state's Community Corrections Division, says these impacts are not Lincoln County specific. Lincoln County is one of 18 counties in Oregon that will have less money to work with over the next 2 years than the last. Campus said while his county is not facing drastic cuts, other counties are not so lucky.
I've heard from several state leaders. I'm not going to mention which counties, but they're having to lay staff off. They're really negatively impacted. It's really they received a pretty big cut this biennium.
When asked what message he would like to send to struggling counties, Stromberg says it's always important not to let a good crisis go to waste.
I think it's a good time to reevaluate current operations and our county spending time in the right areas on the right individuals.
Now, Stromberg says that the cost of probational supervision is 1/10 the cost of incarcerating an individual, showing that it's cheaper and frees up more resources when people are actively supervised in the community. Live in Salem, Vasily Varlamos, K2 News.